Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at some of the improvements that have been made to dungeons in the most recent patch updates. So this came in the patch before last, and it's something that I haven't yet covered, but I wanted to look into. So we're going to be testing out one of my favourite dungeons and one of my least favourite to see if they're any better than they were previously. Let's do this.
So as you can see, the first dungeon we're going to be looking at today is Cavern of Echoes. Now, this dungeon I already love. It's really nice to speed run, whether you're running that solo or in a party. So as you can see, I am in a full party here. We have 2 Blood Knights, myself as a wizard, and a Demon Hunter as well. 3 of us are running this on Inferno 6 difficulty, and 1 is running on Inferno 5 difficulty, and that's just due to combat rating. So I'm going to let you watch the whole dungeon run, and you can see exactly how fast we can run this. But what I'm actually filming these videos for, or this video for, is to look at the change that was made in the previous patch update with the bosses. So originally with these dungeons, when you're running them and you get to the boss has these phases of immunity which takes long to defeat, and it's kind of annoying because you can kind of be continually damaging or continually attacking a boss and no damage is being done. And it's kind of like, well, what's the point in this pause, because we could literally put the boss down in seconds if it was actually taking the damage that you are able to hit it with. So that change has been made, but it hasn't been made in all dungeons. Now, there was also a bug with Silent Monastery, so we're going to check that out after this run and see if that has been updated as well. The worst dungeon, in my opinion, still to run is Tristram Cathedral. That originally was meant to be a speedrun dungeon, but it's so slow to run, especially compared to dungeons like this, that have been updated with that immunity being taken away on the bosses. So let's head through now and see how quickly we can defeat them. So the boss is spawning, but I'm not going to put the stopwatch on the screen until he is fully spawned and the health bar pops at the top, just so that we can get a fair test here. And I will also point out there is no high resonance players on this team. I myself have the highest resonance at 3,500, and we managed to defeat that boss in 5.35 seconds. So this has made the dungeon a lot faster. The next dungeon we're going to look at is Silent Monastery. Now, this is a notoriously unpopular dungeon. I think about 90% of Diablo Immortal players absolutely loathe this dungeon. It is not fun to run. There's too many buttons and things you have to do. So there's too many hoops to jump through basically in this dungeon. You have to speak to that dying monk. You have to activate the tower. You have to wait for the barrier to close. You have to do the next tower. It's just an annoying dungeon in general. And I do find that whether it's a mechanic that Blizz has like sneakily entered into the game, but I do find that when I'm running random dungeons, I get Silent Monastery and Pit of Anguish a hell of a lot. And considering they are probably the 2 most unpopular dungeons along with Tristram Cathedral, it just seems a little bit of a convenient thing that they always pop in random dungeons. So my little rant is over there for that. But yeah, I hate these dungeons, and Silent Monastery is my least favourite dungeon ever. But that being said, with this build that I'm currently using, it works quite well. So this is a build that I adapted from a build video that Mal posted a few weeks ago. So I've adapted this to suit me and my playstyle. So I've swapped out a few of the skills and essences compared to what he had used in his build video. But Mal is a really talented wizard player, although he is currently playing Crusader as well. So if you play Crusader, definitely check his channel out for new builds for that. But yeah, this is a build that I've kind of adapted to me that I find works really nicely in dungeons. So this makes running them a lot faster just because it's dealing a little bit more damage than what my previous dungeon build was doing. So let's head through to the next stage, and then eventually we will get to the boss and we will see how quickly we can take them down and if that bug has been fixed. So what was actually happening with the boss in Silent Monastery is that people were taking him down completely, and it was still going through to that phase where he says, "Join me in the darkness," and you were having to defeat mobs for absolutely no reason because you had already defeated the boss, and it was just the most annoying thing ever. So yeah, we're going to see now how quickly we can take down the Ancient Nightmare boss, and hopefully this will be over in seconds and we will see if the bug's been fixed, which it looks like it has. Yep, so much faster to run. So that is it from me today. I hope you found this video enjoyable, helpful, whatever. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.